everybody, welcome back to the channel. How you doing? Chad, your gracious host at CK Knife and Tool. We got a nice little video coming here. It's kind of like a little vlog, but it's something long overdue. I don't know if you remember, I'll probably try to put a link up above or something, but a year ago or so, the kids and I came out, we were doing a bunch of stuff on the lathe over here, and, oh good, the heater shut off. We did a bunch of stuff on the lathe, and we were also making some things. My daughter and I were doing some stuff with the colored pencils and some paper mache and epoxy. Well, the paper mache epoxy thing, that didn't work out good. We're novices. We found out that we shouldn't have done that. But what worked out really good was the colored pencils. So let me show you what we got here. Oh, okay, so first off, we've got some shop guests here, of course. We got Papa in, visiting, and there's Ben and Ella right there. Here it is. This is our epoxy colored pencil little thingy. We have no idea what we're going to do with this. We were thinking about maybe a ball, but then we don't have all the things that you would need to turn it to make this a ball. Then we were thinking of maybe a bowl or something, or maybe just an art sculpture of some sort. So we'll see. But the first problem is we got to get it out of the plastic tub and it's not coming out. So we're going to have to attach the bottom plate that it goes to the lathe to this. We're going to have to screw it in the bottom, and then we're going to have to put it on the lathe so we can cut the plastic off, and then we can see what it looks like, and then we can start turning. I wanted to share this with you because it's long overdue. Like I said, it's about a year. So yeah, let's get some progress going here and start turning this. Alrighty, so this is what we got. Ella got this on the lathe. Our base plate is attached right there. We just used some 4 screws, and they're about 1.25 inches, so they're definitely well within the epoxy and the pencils. So now because I couldn't get this plastic off, I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to use a knife, and we're just going to try to cut this plastic just to kind of remove this and get it off so we can see what everything looks like. I don't want to start trying to turn this with plastic on here because, as you guys might know, you get stuff that flies around as you're using a lathe. I don't think plastic would be all that great to be flying up in your face, even though we're in a shield. So we'll get that going. So some PPE. We need some PPE. We need our face masks and a knife, and we'll get cracking.
Whoa.
Got it? There you go.
So shiny.
Look at that. That's pretty slick, guys. So, yeah, so I guess now the next best thing is maybe we either have to take this plate off, or what we can do is start turning this, and then when we're ready to, we can take the plate off, because we're going to have to flatten this first, so then when we reverse it we could take this off, screwed on here, and then we can turn this, because this has got to be flat first. Pretty slick. This is all new. I don't know how we're going to take this off, but we'll have to stand back and try that, but that's pretty neat. Yeah. That's pretty cool already, isn't it?
It's like so smooth.
Alright, ready to get this back on? And you're good. Alright, there we have it. So I think the first thing is just making sure we can get some of the wobble out. And we'll take the little pencil tips off. I like the tips of the pencils though. It's kind of neat. I like that. But they're not going to be able to stay. So.
Well, what if you just go into the middle? Can you keep the outside?
No, we're not going to be able to keep those. Will break off after a while too. So. Boy, some of it gets chipped, and because there's not epoxy in that area,
well, so. And they use the junkiest of wood too, right?
Yeah.
In the pencils. That's, sanding is going to be a big issue to get things looking decent again.
I don't know. I don't know what would be the best thing to. Yeah, we'll just kind of zoom it in if we can. Yeah, what's weird is you can feel right here, bud. You feel that? There's no epoxy there. And you know what part of me was thinking? is I wonder if we should have put this in the pressure pot when we did this.
Well, it wouldn't fit, would it?
Yeah, it would have. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We could have set this in the pressure pot and applied pressure to it. I wonder if that would have. And the other reason why I think about that now is that guy's YouTube channel, that Nick. He's in Great Britain.
Yeah, the woodworking.
The woodworking guy, he does really good ones. And every time he does stuff, he puts it in a pressure pot. I didn't know that. But we didn't know that until we already did this. Wow,
Whoa.
that looks pretty slick. Hey, Benny, check this out. Look at that. That's pretty neat. Oh.
Look, there's some of the.
Yeah, you can see how the pencils were, how they laid out. Boy, and that's just 80 grit. That's all I put on there. All right, gang. Oh, not too bad. Doesn't look all that bad, actually. It was looking pretty rough. Now we did a 80 grit aluminum oxide, and it's actually smooth right here. You can see the colored pencils right there. That's the epoxy. It's pretty smooth. Now, there's voids here, and well, we learned a big thing. After we did these little epoxy things, we learned one thing, and the paper mache one didn't work out very good because of the fact that it just wasn't, it was too much epoxy and not enough content, and it got way too hot, and it messed everything up. And this one, where we thought it would work out pretty good, we didn't realize that we should have did the epoxy in this, and then I should have put it in my pressure pot. You guys know I have one, and we didn't learn about that until after we did, we were watching some YouTube videos, and there's a guy in England, Nick something, he's got a really cool channel, real funny, but once we started learning about turning and doing these kind of things, I learned later I should have probably put that in the pressure pot, put it under pressure for a day, and then it would have worked out the bubbles, because we ended up with a lot of air bubbles in this. But that actually worked out pretty good, cutting it down with the lathe tools, and then hitting with the 80 grit aluminum oxide. So I think now the next thing is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to work at these tips, probably cut this all off, and then kind of give this a little bit of a shape, and then we'll do something about the bottom, and we'll figure it out. But I promise, Ella, hold me to the fire. Promise we'll try to get this done and show you guys. It's 2019, really busy in the shop, as you guys seen in the previous videos about the new shop and the remodeling that we've done with the grinding room and everything. It's because we got really busy. Getting really busy at 2019. So with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys go. Keep the video short. Like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Keeps me from the bottom of the YouTube bucket. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Goodness gracious, Cheetos.
Yeah.